Yes, hello guys and welcome back to Championship Predictions. We are back predicting the second tier of English football for the second time this week. I'm joined as always by the brilliant Sophie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you. And you got it right with brilliant because didn't I beat you again?
Yeah, alright. Normal service has been resumed. Sophie beat me at predictions. Nothing's new. Sophie, set us a like target, please.
2,100 likes.
Yes, let's do it. Let's actually do it. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe and be sure to share your predictions down in the comments. Let's see if you can beat Sophie because I rarely ever can. Let's get into the predictions, Sophie. There's some big games coming this week and we start at Deepdale for Preston versus Sheffield United. I quite like this. It's obviously a Paul Heckingbottom derby and Heckingbottom going up against Chris Wilder's an interesting narrative, of course. He was there at Sheffield United between Chris Wilder's reigns. Sheffield United, Sophie, have turned it around a little bit. There's still a lot of catching up to do for this squad to get to where it should be. And as for Preston, are we starting to see a little bit of a regression to the mean?
Yeah, I'd say so. They started very strong, but then they did that last season as well, if you remember. And then they dropped off, and it seems like that's happening again. Yeah,
of course, they lost to Birmingham City. There might be some complaints about how that goal went in for the Blues. As for Sheffield United, Sophie, they beat Blackburn 3-1 as, you predicted them to win.
Yeah, I backed 2-1, and then they had to get another late on. Tricky
this. I could see Preston winning, but I will back the Blades. I will go with the form book, 2-1.
That's a scribble. Go on 3-1 again then. I think it's probably going to be 2-1. I don't think it'll be 1-0. I do see Blades conceding, so I'm just going to have to chuck in another goal in there and just hope that Preston have a really bad off day and Sheffield United capitalise, which I think probably will happen again. And then that's 3 wins from the last 3, which is really good form.
I remember this game at the very start of last season. I think Sheffield United went up to Preston and won 2-0 on the opening night. And then from there, they went on to have a pretty good season, except for the playoffs, of course. Let's see if Sheffield United can close in on the playoffs with another win. Share your thoughts. Next up, Sophie, Watford go away to Brazil. Coventry City still top of the table, still unbeaten. What a win at Portsmouth.
Massive. I mean, we both said we'd be happy with the draw there. Well, no, it didn't need to be because we're just that good that we can't stop winning at the moment. And hopefully it'll continue this Saturday as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just being so ruthless. All of the players are playing so well. Brandon Thomas-Asante, Victor Torp, of course, and Ellis Sims is making a difference. Haji Wright's not even maybe at his best at the minute as well. And the keeper, Rushworth, of course, breaking records. It's a bit of a shame we couldn't keep a clean sheet, but am I being picky? Maybe. It just feels like the stars are aligning for Coventry. But that said, we still need to go out, be professional, do the business, because at some point we're going to lose. And will it be against Watford, Sophie, who just got a really good win against West Brom? What's your prediction?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to win against West Brom, to be honest. That was a great result. So hopefully that kind of takes the pressure off them needing to win this one. So I'm going to go 2-0 Cov. I'm hoping that we can get a clean sheet again. But we just seem to be, even if we're not performing that well, we just seem to be getting games over the line. And as you've already mentioned, Thomas-Asante is absolutely on fire at the moment. And certain players are, and you think, we're technically without our best player in Rodoni, but right now I don't see how he makes it back into the side. Because you can't drop anyone right now. So we're just absolutely on fire, and I'm hoping that continues on Saturday with another 2-0 win. That's a clean sheet.
Yeah, I'll take that. Maybe things have just calmed down a little bit for Coventry. We're not scoring threes at the minute, but maybe we are. 3-1 Coventry.
Okay.
I'm going to go for a few more goals this time. I think Watford might be able to score. They definitely showed better signs against West Brom, but maybe it's just too much for Grazia too early on. I mean, look, I'll never say never. Watford could beat us, but I've got to have faith with Coventry at the minute. We're absolutely flying, and like I say, it just feels like things are falling into place. Share your thoughts, fellow Coventry fans. We are loving life. Next up, Sophie, let's go to Portman Road, Ipswich versus West Bromwich Albion. Sophie, Ipswich Town losing 3-0 at home to Charlton. Where did that come from?
I don't know. That was an awful result for them, but mean, Charlton are on fire as well, so...
Oh, yeah. We'll give Charlton their credit in a minute, by the way, but
right now, both teams coming into this on the back of losses.
Yes, obviously, Ipswich Town have not really had the best season. They've had a couple of moments, like obviously winning the East Anglian derby, which was incredible.
Yeah, that was big.
But this is a team a lot of people predicted to win the league, and they're in the bottom half, so not good enough. West Brom, they're stuttering, to be honest. They did get the win over Preston, but it feels like they've not been winning a lot recently. I think Ipswich create chances, of course. It's just, can they take them? Against Charlton, if they'd have scored first, they'd have probably won.
Yeah, it could be a different game.
But Akpom was very wasteful. Let's have some fun with this one. I'm not going to go with Ipswich, but I'm not going to go with West Brom. I'm going to go 2-2.
Okay, I'm going for a draw as well. I thought you were going to pick a winner when you said going for some fun. I'm going to go 1-1. I just think both teams right now, they're not going to be full of confidence, and I mean it could go either way. It really depends who turns up, and that's why I'm struggling. And I think I'll just stick with me 1-1.
Yeah, share your thoughts down below on that one. Tricky, isn't it? On paper, Ipswich are the favourites, but how many times?
And then you say that so many times, then it's like, well, no, that's not what it boils down to.
Exactly. How many times have we said that this season? They've got to start delivering. Next up, Sophie, let's go to Fratton Park. Portsmouth versus Stoke City. Both sides lost in midweek. Stoke lost away at Millwall, and as we said, Portsmouth lost to Brazil. Portsmouth, Sophie, I tell you what, they gave us a game.
Yeah, it was a decent performance, and I hated the last 5 minutes. I was on the edge of my seat thinking, oh god, they're going to get something here. It was a great goal as well.
Yeah, from Kirk. It wasn't even 5 minutes. There's about 1 minute left.
After it felt so much longer. It
felt like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Portsmouth? You gave us a game, and I'm very impressed that Coventry went and won there, because I always say Fratton Park is a hard place to go. Stoke City, Sophie, it's a little bit up and down, isn't it? It's always low margin. I think if they're scoring first here, they probably win 1-0. If they concede first, they probably lose 1-0. You're up first.
Portsmouth at home again. I feel like they're going to want to make a bit of a statement, but yeah, Stoke on their day, they've been really good this season as well. I know they weren't quite at it against Millwall and they got punished for that, but then Millwall are doing very well at the moment, so you kind of just forget about the last result for both teams. Do you know what? I might go 1-1 again. Okay. It sounds incredibly boring, but I don't really want to go against either. What are you thinking?
I'll pick a winner. I'll go 1-0 Pompey.
I thought you'd back them, actually.
I definitely think it's going to help being at home twice this week. Less travelling. Stoke have gone down to London, and now they're going down to Portsmouth, and maybe that plays its part. I think Pompey have got to start making Fratton Park a fortress again, because it hasn't really been this season. They've been a bit hot and cold, haven't they? But yeah, I'll go with Pompey. Still credit to Stoke, because they're having a great season though. Let's go to Blackburn Rovers versus Southampton. Goodness me, this will be tricky. Blackburn keep losing. And I don't think they're even playing that badly.
I was literally about to say, it's not even bad performances either. I don't know what's going on.
They're obviously playing bad in spells in the game, but they're showing good signs still. I'm not totally sure about Blackburn going down. I think they might stay up. But can they just turn around their fortunes? Because they're losing by fine margins, and it wouldn't surprise me if they lose this by just a single goal. But Southampton, Sophie, they're not really having much luck. I mean, a 3-1 defeat to Bristol City. I said 3-0, it was close.
Yeah, quite close.
Southampton have been really good on the underlying numbers, actually. They create chances, they just never take them.
They're not clinical at all. If you watch the highlights for the last few games, it's like there's so many good chances as well. Not like half chances, proper good chances, and they're just not taking them.
There's a good goal from Armstrong, by the way, at Bristol City. Blackburn 1, Southampton 2. I will back the Saints to finally get up and running again. And for Blackburn, it'll be another case of what if.
Do you know what? I feel like Blackburn, they've been getting closer and closer in their performances, and I'm going to back them to win this one. I'm going to say 2-1. They actually get it done. But I'm actually going to say they come from behind this time. And they turn it around. So I'm going to say Southampton go 1-0 up, Blackburn win it 2-1.
If that result happens, Sophie, that surely is Will Still out the door.
It should be, but I still seem to think there's like a few more games because I'm not hearing enough about the pressure being on or any possible replacements.
I know Southampton were obviously terrible in the Premier League last season, but let's be realistic. This squad on paper should be minimum top 6 in the Championship. So they're grossly underperforming. I'm backing them. Sophie's going for Blackburn. Next up, Sophie, let's go to Bristol City versus Birmingham City, both with a great win in midweek. Bristol City beating Southampton 3-1. Great goals from Scott Twine, I must say. But Birmingham, Sophie, that's a bit more like it.
Yeah.
They went to Preston, they got the win.
They needed that.
It definitely helps when Robinson's not in the team. And Neumann comes in and he gets the goal. Does look like it's hit his hand, let's be honest. But a win's a win, hey, Sophie.
Yeah.
Prediction?
2-1 Bristol City. I feel like Birmingham can keep it quite close, but right now, the way Bristol City are playing, you can't not back them. As you've already mentioned, Scott Twine popping up with 2 goals. He's been very, very good this season, but ultimately the football that Bristol City are playing is very exciting to watch, and I think it's going to be too much for Birmingham. It's a 2-1.
Yeah, I can't make sense out of Gerhard Struber's Bristol City. They're either really good or they're not, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But when they're really good, they look like one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah, genuinely.
I've got to back them. I did actually write down 2-1, but it's a scribble. Should we go for a bonus point?
What, 3-1?
3-2.
Okay.
Yeah, 3-1 wouldn't be a bonus point. That's only 4 goals. I kind of feel like I should go for Birmingham to get something, but I do think Bristol City have been more convincing on the whole this season, so I will go with them. And if Birmingham get anything, it's a bonus. To be fair, Birmingham fans, we didn't back you to get anything at Preston, and you did, so maybe it'll happen again.
So maybe you'll be glad that we're not backing you.
Next up, Sophie, Derby County versus Queen's Park Rangers. Of course, this was the Championship playoff final about 10 years ago when Bobby Zamora popped up with that last-minute goal. Both teams come into this, Sophie, on the back of 1-0 wins in midweek. Derby beating beleaguered Norwich and QPR beating 10-man Swansea. QPR are definitely having the better season, but maybe Derby's win in midweek is them getting going.
Possibly.
Do you know what? I'll sit on the fence with this one. I'm going to go 1-1. To be fair, Derby, as I've said before, have picked up some decent draws against strong opposition. I wouldn't rule Derby out of winning this, but I'm just going to give them a point. I don't think the performance was that scintillating. They beat a very rubbish Norwich team.
Yeah.
And a point for both here makes it 4 points this week, which isn't bad.
Yeah, I know like Norwich are like just the whipping boys of the league at the moment, and it was just Derby's turn, but they still had to get it done, and that was a big 3 points. So maybe they can make it 6 out of the last 2, but I think QPR is going to have too much, to be honest. I think they're in better form, and I fancy them to just edge this one. So 2-1 to the R's.
Oh, big win that would be. And then all of a sudden we start to say that the QPR defeat to Millwall was just a bit of a blip, bit of an outlier.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, things are looking all right for QPR. Share your thoughts on that one down below. Next up, Sophie, I'm having fun trying to separate this one. Hull City and Charlton Athletic. I'm going to start with an apology, because at the start of the season, I massively underestimated both of these two. I thought Hull City's summer of chaos was a reason to think they might struggle, and Charlton had come up through the playoffs. I was wondering if they might have enough quality. Well, I've been proven wrong so far. Hull City look very good. Some great results at home, and they've just beaten Birmingham and Leicester in the last 2 games. Charlton, though, Sophie, they did an absolute job on Ipswich to win 3-0. Have fun predicting this one.
Oh, I'm going first. This one's really tricky because obviously I backed Hull last time and it paid off. I don't want to go against either team, but I also don't want to go for a draw. I don't think it'll end a draw. I do think there'll be a winner. But I can't not go for Charlton after that 3-0 against Ipswich. 2-1 Charlton.
Ooh, okay. I will go 2-1 Hull City. And that works quite nicely because we've covered both bases there. It'll probably be a draw now.
Yeah.
But I think Hull City at home are really good.
I just think Hull have been really good in general this season.
Well, they have.
Compared to what we were expecting.
Oh, yeah.
Like you said.
The goal scoring is not an issue for them.
No.
Some great goals against Leicester, by the way, I must say. And as for Charlton, I mean, they did a job as well, so I could see it going either way. But we'll find out. Share your thoughts if you're a Hull or Charlton fan. It's sort of the two big overachievers, is that fair to say?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, but in a good way. We're not slagging you off. We like you. Next up, Sophie, let's go to Middlesbrough versus Wrexham. Both teams picked up a 1-0 win in midweek. Wrexham beating Oxford United, and Wrexham were down to 10 men, of course. Middlesbrough only winning 1-0 at Sheffield Wednesday. I think some people are looking at the goal difference of Middlesbrough and the way they're winning games and thinking, maybe they're not the real deal like Coventry, but I think it's a little bit unfair because there's literally 1 point between Middlesbrough and Coventry, and at the end of the day, what's more important, points or goal difference? It's going to be points. I know goal difference does sort of paint a picture as to how good you are going forwards and stuff, but still think Middlesbrough should be taken very seriously, and with Ipswich, Leicester and Southampton all losing in midweek, I right now think it could be a Coventry-Middlesbrough top 2 this season.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very early, but if they keep performing the same way, then no one's catching them. No. But I mean, it is still too early and there's not too many points in it. But if they keep plugging in the wins, create a bit of a cushion between second and third place, who knows? And I say it now, I'd love to go up with Middlesbrough.
Oh, yeah.
I want them to be our second. Obviously, I want to win.
Yeah, no, but there is a nice relationship between Middlesbrough and Coventry, and it'd be good for Coventry to be able to get an easy 6 points in the Premier League as well.
Exactly, we'd need that.
We're joking, Borough fans. In fact,
well, we're not.
No, I'm going to back them 1-0.
Yeah, I'm going to back them.
I love them for a low-scoring win. And Wrexham, to be fair, it's been pretty low margin recently. I will give them credit for beating Oxford because we didn't see it coming. But I just think this game is one step too far. I think Wrexham will need to score first here if they're going to get something. But I'm going to go 1-0 Borough.
Yeah, I mean, you've already mentioned the red card. I don't know how many games he's going to be out for, but I'm pretty sure straight red, if it's serious, then it's 3.
Callum Doyle.
Yeah, stupid challenge.
So he might miss the Coventry game next week.
Yeah, he might do. Just don't know how many games it is, but he's not going to be in this one, I know that. Also, they've picked up a couple injuries. Obviously, Ben Sheaf, the injury-prone player they signed from us, has picked up an injury. The only thing with Borough, I don't know if you watched the highlights, I was expecting so many goals. Obviously, we made our predictions before Sheffield Wednesday brought in the emergency loan goalkeeper, who was my clear man of the match. But Tommy Conway is so wasteful. He gets so many chances and doesn't take them. But what's nice to see is Whittaker seems to be hitting a bit of form now, so that makes up for it. I'm going to say Tommy Conway actually takes one of his chances in this one, and it's 2-0. It should be more. I think there's going to be loads of chances where you think, Middlesbrough maybe 3-4-0. But because they're quite wasteful, I'm going to say 2.
Okay, I like it. There you go, 1-0 and 2-0. Next up, Sophie, we go to the Den as Millwall take on Leicester City. The Lions versus the Foxes, and the Foxes were ripped apart by the Tigers in midweek. Well, they were mauled by the Tigers, weren't they?
Mauled by them.
Sophie, Leicester City need to bounce back with a win. They just have to. If they're going to chase down Coventry and Middlesbrough, they need to stop messing around. Let's be honest, they're not... You can't really take them seriously at the minute. I mean, in terms of the quality they've got in the squad, you do. But the way they're playing, no.
Do you know what made me laugh as well? Obviously, they were drawing quite a lot of games. And their fans on Twitter, I think, on the same day of the game, they were like, please do not draw, please do not draw. Well, they didn't draw. They lost. That made me laugh.
I tell you what, you could make a very good argument for Millwall winning this one. But what's your prediction?
No, Millwall win this one. 2-1. I think Millwall have been in better form. They look the better team. And they're going to win this. 2-1.
Well, do you know what? I will give Leicester a draw.
Oh, they're going back to drawing.
1-1, which is better than losing.
Yeah.
But I can't see Leicester losing back-to-back games, can they?
Of course they can.
They can.
They can.
Now I'll go for a draw. I'll give Leicester something, but it's still not great. They've got to win this.
Yeah.
But that's me putting a bit of respect on Millwall, who are third, by the way.
Exactly, and rightly so. They're flying, and that's thanks to us.
Next up, Sophie, Sheffield Wednesday take on Oxford. This is tasty, isn't it?
Oh, this is massive.
Not many people are taking Sheffield Wednesday's chances of staying up seriously. If people are going to take them seriously, they have to win these games.
Yeah.
Oxford United obviously have a more realistic chance of staying up just because of squad quality and less chaos, but they're not doing amazing, I guess. I mean, they did get the win against Derby, but they've lost to 10 men Wrexham.
Yeah.
I think this could be a draw, you know. No. 2-1 Wednesday.
Okay.
How many opportunities am I going to get to back Sheffield Wednesday to win a game this season? I tell you what, they're going to have to really be on it. But if things fall into place and the Wednesday fans can get behind them, I know it's difficult at the minute, then they might just win.
Do you know what? I don't even think it's about the fans at the moment, because I know last game they boycotted and it was only 1-0, which I thought is actually not a bad result. But they've still got that keeper at the moment, Lumley. I think he should still be there. So that makes a massive difference because, as I've just said a couple of minutes ago, he was my man of the match against Borough. So if they keep him, I think they'll keep a clean sheet. 1-0 Wednesday. Either 0-0 or 1-0, but I'm going to back them to do it.
Oxford United have got to go and get something, but we're both back in Wednesday.
Yeah.
How often is that going to happen this season?
That'll be the last time this season.
Yeah. Right, next up, Sophie, the final game. Swansea City take on Norwich City, both coming to this on the back of a 1-0 defeat in midweek. Swansea, Sophie, losing at home to QPR. They did have a red card. I thought they still kind of battled okay anyway. And they'll be licking their lips going up against this Norwich team who are in disarray. Prediction?
1-0 Swansea. Not even because, I think Swansea are doing well at the moment. It's just because Norwich are that poor. So I think final nail in the coffin, 1-0, gets sacked. Don't you think? He's got to get sacked. I've started to see rumours about it. It's awful now.
We are recording this at 10 a.m. Thursday morning.
What always happens, we record and then a manager gets sacked. So probably it's pointless me saying this and they'll have a new manager bounce. But right now, 1-0.
2-0 Swansea. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to rub some salt in the Norwich wounds. I'm really sorry. I know it's not a very cheery time to be a Norwich fan right now, but I'm just going with the form book. I think Swansea have got more than Norwich at the minute, and Norwich probably will need to change the manager if their fortunes are to change.
Yeah.
That wraps it up, guys. That's our predictions. Thank you for watching. Make sure to share your predictions down in the comments. It takes just 2 seconds. Be sure to drop a like. It's free. Go on, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. We're closing in on 115k. Thank you so much for joining me, Sophie.
Thank you.
We will see you all in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace out.